All right. Looking at gold right now. Market's looking interesting on the 4-hour chart. Looks like we might drop. Looks like we might drop on gold. You can see, since there's like this resistance here, there's a lot of resistance in here that gold's been holding. Used to be like support to the left, so there's like a big area where you see like a break and retest on. This area here, these highs. So when you look at it from here, from this perspective, it could try to go down. Like it's tried. You see, it's had some pushes down. It could try to go down. A lot of like resistance here. So right now, when you look at Xauusd, look at this candle. We could maybe see a drop like on gold, depending on how this holds. Look at this candle right now, 5100 area. Might try to sink down. Like you might try to see it push down, drive down. If this holds, like just how the market's looking right now, like on the 4-hour, so if you're looking for buys, it might be like a good time to just stay out for a bit. I mean, we might get some sells that come in. I mean, if you're looking for buys, it could be a good time to stay out for a bit. See how the market moves in the first couple hours of New York session. It is Monday. So first New York session of the week. Last week New York session was interesting. Pretty much dumped every day. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Hello from Germany. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, so if you're looking for buys, better to wait. Let the market give you more of a setup. Like price is just falling right now. 4-hour might try to go down from the looks of it here. It's looking like it's close. Like you have these wick rejections happening here. So you got these two wicks. So unless price just consolidates here and breaks above, it's like there's not really a good buy setup here. If you're looking for buys, prices could drop. This 4-hour, you can see the wick rejections here. See, these are two wick rejections happening, small candles. Next candle could try to drop. We caught buys. I broke it down live and I sent the signal. It hit. Was looking for those buys in London session. But yeah, you might see a drop. Maybe you see another, like last week there was a pattern with gold that tend to happen. Let me go on Twitter. Last week, every day, some big drops, 2%, 4 some big drops every day. 8 a.m. gold. That's either trying to find buys at lower prices, like it's just trying to push price lower, or it's setting up for more like sell patterns. Market's like changing. 8 a.m. dumps. It's about to be 8 o'clock in the morning. We might try to drop first. It'd be good. Like going into New York, it's better to expect that it has like a lot of volatility going into it. So if you're gonna set yourself up better for New York, it's better to not like chase things early on. Yeah, price has been dropping. And like this is like an area where you could probably get like bounces. Like you'll probably get some bounces on gold, some quick reactions, but it's not like fully confirmed. We have been pulling back for the last little bit. New York, like if you look at, like we're already dropping a bit before New York. Let me see something. Yeah. Like if we're about 30 minutes, it's 8 o'clock, 8:30. We're going into like 8:30 range. So in that time, like 8 to 8:30, it could potentially like, that's when it brings in volatility. Futures markets like start bringing in volume on gold. The futures market starts bringing in volume on gold between 8:15 and 8:30. So it'd be better to like, there's multiple sessions that gold moves in, right? Gold doesn't just move once, or it doesn't have like, I wouldn't say there's like a best time to trade. You might find like a good flow with certain times, and like every trader has like a preference on the best time to trade. But I mean, since you're looking at something that has such a big market cap, it's widely traded globally, it doesn't just like, you got to think about the different times of the day. Like it's gonna move, like when you're sleeping, when you're working, when you're not on the charts, when other sessions are operating, when other economies are opening. London session, like there was a good move in London session. You guys might have seen this trade. Like there was a good move in London. That move, like look at the price it moved. Like one of my entries is up 400 pips. Most of my entries are up 300 pips or so. 300, 350 pips. And that's just in London session. And I mean, if you look at the chart, if you go to the 4 hour, you can't even see that move. Like that movement's on the wick. If you're looking at the 4 hour, it's like, what trade did I catch? Can't really, like, there's the move right there. Look, we just got a candle that dumped. Maybe like it's trying to take out some lows. It's gonna find stop losses. That's what you gotta wait to really trigger if you're looking for buys. Like you have this low, so that's important. Like understanding how far it could go. Like obviously it's like you could look at price right now and be like, oh, this might be like a good buy setup. But you have to understand too how like far things could go down even before it brings that buy setup or confirms it, right? Like you have this low, which is an important point. Like this low here it's like an important reference point, obviously, because the market printed that low, shifted up. So when you're looking for buys in a market like this, it's like you have to understand, okay, you have your low, you have your high, so that creates your range. Right now, you're basically in the middle, like 50% of the range. If you were to take like a Fibonacci, you're basically like 50% of that range right now. Right? So you have to understand, like, you could come lower, right? If you're looking for buys in a market like this, where price could go, right, before it really sets up. Could potentially drop first. Come try to test the low when you're looking, like, when you're looking at something like this, you're thinking there's a low here, right? Market's above that low. It could try to test the low. It could try to test the low, revisit it. I think gold, despite that we have like an ongoing war, has been pretty steady in here. Like, I mean, the war broke out on the weekend. Market was closed, but when gold opened, that first day or two kind of was a lot of like a lot. Market pumped, dumped. So, like the biggest, like the market opened. This is what happened, but this is really what happened, right? Now, when you look at big drops, what can they turn into, right? It's always something, you know, like you can get these big drops. Right, on price, that form, time and time again. So it's like understanding and trying to look at like, what is this big drop? Does the market stay in that range of that big drop? Like we have if you look, there's $5,000. $5K is like the bottom of that. Like this was a huge sell-off, huge crash, dip. It recovered a bit. Now the market, it's staying above that low. So it's like we could try to hold like this ultimately. There's a lot of support there. Right now, like gold's just kind of pushing up between two areas, but it's like this crash, this dip, what was it? Is it buy the dip? Is it eventually something that's going to actually turn into like a buy the dip and price recovers? We've seen a lot of drops like this on gold. Is just why I'm saying that. But yeah, for the time being, like going into New York, if you're looking for buys, honestly, it's better to let the market drop a bit. Wait that out. Like last week it happened a good amount of times, and every time like shortly after the market would recover, started to like reject, turn around a bit, and shortly after that market would recover, and then again another dump here, rejection, shortly after that market would recover, another dump here, shortly after that market would recover, and then the fourth one, the same thing happened. The fourth one was right here. Yeah, so to me, it's not too clear right now, but like if there's a setup right here, right now, I wouldn't say so. I think it's better to wait. The market has spent some time up here. So it's either, yeah, like buyers are, you could see, like we took buys off of this, like this buy setup. Here, market pushed. We took this here, right? This is what we were looking at. And yeah, market's like pretty much like around the same area. Like it's spent some time. It has spent some time here. So they could try to go down more and then recover. If you look at the fourth time last week, like every drop last week in New York session, even the fourth one here, I was right here. Shortly after, it was like it dropped. Like that's why I like when you see these drops happen, it's good to let it like wait it out, let it drop. Because most likely one candle is not always gonna just flip things right away. Like once you start dropping, once you make a high, it's like one candle. The first candle that drops or the second candle that drops even is most likely not gonna be a full-on reversal every single time. It's like when you get a big drop, right? That first candle, like I said, it's like not likely that candle is just gonna reverse things. You're better off waiting until you see like a confirmation that really stands out, something that stands out, a pattern, just different types of confirmation that really stand out. So like one candle dropping doesn't mean it's like just going to reverse, even if that candle drops a lot. Right, so these drops, they look, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, drops down. The hard part is just waiting until you get that confirmation. Because these could drop for a couple hours. The market can drop down, right? So like getting to that point where you're patient enough to get a confirmation, a signal, maybe at the bottom or the top when things are pumping. Like here, you have a strong push up on price. Price is pushing up for hours. Up here, you start to get some rejection candles. So like after that, price goes down, and then there is a buy signal here actually, and it wouldn't have worked out really. You probably would have went in a profit like 100 pips, and then it would have went down. The next buy signal would have came like down in this area. That's strategy. That's the thing. Like, a lot of you guys hit roadblocks. Like, for example, you could be taking a buy here because there's confirmations to take buys, and it looks like the market might be going for a buy in here, and then it goes down and it doesn't work. You hit your stop loss, you blow your account. The next setup's gonna find itself eventually, right? The next setup will find itself. This is where a lot of you guys hit like walls in your trading. You end your week, you hit a wall, and your week's done, your month's done. Imagine you buy on this candle and you lose. The market's still going to set up again. Like the next buy would have came maybe on this candle or the ones afterwards, right? If you're looking at this time frame, or maybe even breaking it down more to, a different time frame. Why does it show the drawings? That's weird. Like, in here was more buy confirmation. So like there's always going to be like setups. Even if one doesn't, you could have a confirmation here. But here looks like a buy right here, right? This candle looks like a buy. Didn't play out. Market drops more, drops a bit. Eventually, that setup comes. Now that was on NFP. We were analyzing the market live on NFP. It's like I was live. And check out the new YouTube video. Posted a new YouTube video. Check it out. Posted yesterday. Check that video out. It's a good video. It's 20 minutes long. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. We were just live yesterday. Like I already streamed. Look it. Like I said, gonna be streaming a lot. Look, 1 day ago, 11 hours ago, 1 hour ago. Now we're live. 1 day ago we were live. 1 day ago. Oh wait, 11 hours ago. Sorry. And I was here with this candle. I was live when the market was dropping, and I was saying this stuff. The stuff I'm saying right now I was saying when I was live 11 hours ago while this was dropping. And you can see, like, when something's dropping, one candle, it's usually not going to be enough. If anything, you get continuations when you reject strong enough. If you're really waiting to set up for those buys, it's a lot of times just as simple as waiting for like a reversal candlestick to come in, a rejection candlestick to come in, like something that confirms, triggers a possible reversal, right? Then you know you're positioning yourself better. You know the likelihood of this move is over. You know the likelihood of the down move or the up move is over, right? Because like price will pump, price will dump. Here you have a strong move up, just like here to the left you have a strong move up, and here there's a strong rejection candle, like a really strong one, a big one. I don't always like when they're really big because the market moves a lot, and it's like, damn, if it's a really strong candle, that's a strong sign of reversal, but it's like you can miss out You have to really get like a good pullback on the next candle. I like candles that are like this, a bit smaller. It gives good kind of room for entry, I find. I've gone over different examples. Like, we were live, heck, like if you're in the inner circle, we were live down here somewhere. And then I went live here on YouTube. And then I went live here. And then I went live here. If you guys go look at where I've gone live, I went live in here for buys, talking about buys. I went live in here talking about sells. I went live here talking about buys. And then I went live here. Like, go look at some of these sessions. I'm noticing it right now. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I've literally been on the charts pretty much at the right times where it looks like the market's confirming itself. We had sells here. We had sells. It was like one of the last sessions I did on Friday before NFP. We had sells there. That was simple. Not anything too complicated there. Rejection candle. That was really simple. It even rejected on the 4 hour. If you go back to that session I did, there was a lot to learn on that session. This one right here on March 6th, 3 days ago. 3 days ago we were live. We were looking at the charts right here. That was simple. Like that wasn't complicated. Hours before that, I went over the buy inside the inner circle. Here, that's simple. Nothing really complicated, right? Look at the candle, rejects. Even this rejects. Nothing complicated there. Catching moves, right? Catching movements. So look at that sell on the 4 hour. That's the 4 hour that we caught. Yeah, right now look at the 4 hour right now on gold here on Xauusd. It looks pretty much like it's gonna drop. Like, these would be rejection candlesticks on the 4 hour forming right now. It looks like $5,100 is kind of holding for now. Yeah, like I said, like, New York's a session right now because there's just a lot of volatility in the market, and gold is naturally volatile. I've been trading gold for many years now. Like, if you go look, like, for example, if I scroll here and I go to a year ago and you look at how gold, let me find a screenshot real quick. Let me see here. Like, if you look at gold, this is gold. Like, let me find a 30-minute chart. Here we go. Like, this is a 30-minute chart on gold in June or July. You can see the price. That's 50 pips, 50 pips, 50 pips. That's happening a lot faster now because there's just extreme volatility in the market because all the uncertainty, there's just a lot of, the volatility is high right now. But look at, like, a year ago, look at these 50 pip, look at, I have my prices marked 50 pips, 50 pips, 50 pips, 50 pips. And this is a 30-minute chart. I mean, look at a 30-minute chart right now, right? Measure a 30-minute chart right now, and, you know, you got 500 pips right there on the last 30, 60, 2 hours. Look at my chart from a year ago. It took 30, 60, 90 on 22 hours, 3 hours here to move up 100 pips. 3 hours, 100 pips. Now the market's moving 500 pips every, like, 1 to 2 hours, up and down and up, or even thousands of pips. A lot of volatility in the market right now. And volatility can be a double-edged sword in trading. That's why right now, like New York session, like gold is naturally something that's always been volatile. Like if you were looking at gold a year ago, this was volatile. Like this was big movements. Now it's like it's always been like that. It'll slow down like once things slow down, but it doesn't look like it right now. So since we're going to New York session, that's why it's good to be patient going into like New York. Let volatility kick in. Let manipulation happen. Let fast moves happen. That way you don't get caught in them. It's not really the session to try to like be super aggressive, I find. Because you have like with gold, you have nice moves in London, you have nice moves in Tokyo with gold as well. New York session tends to be that session that's more consistently really volatile. Maybe situations you can't explain for like situations you might look at and be like, holy, the market's effed up, or the market's crazy right now, or you know, the market. There's situations that you just blame the market that you think are random, but it's usually going to be stop loss grabs, liquidity grabs, manipulation, right? On those types of situations that you look at that might be like random, like, yo, what just happened? This is random movement, crazy movement, market's just moving crazy, stuff like that. It's good to let those happen. Those things are out of your control. So it's good to, like, we know, like, if you trade 100 New York sessions, you're going to see manipulation in a good majority of them. So it's good to just let it happen, because that's what can trigger, like, okay, we could be setting up. Right now, nothing right now. If anything, I might send a signal today. We'll see. Like I'm probably gonna wait and just let price drop, if anything, confirm itself maybe in a bit. We are low though. They are like at this bottom of this like consolidation. Gold's been in for a couple days since last week. Does it hold that? Potentially, like it could try to come down, test. Like I said, like it's 750 right now. In 40 minutes, in an hour, you could see a random push down on gold, right? Like one of these candles could come out. It tends to happen in New York, right? If there's a session you want to expect like random crazy things, it's New York session. It's a good session to be patient. Right now, market's just pulling back on 30-minute. You might have been able to catch like sells or same area there. Actually, it came in the same spot. The 4 hour. Look at this 4 hour. This 4 hour looks like it wants to drop too. So I think my plan, I think, for today, since it's Monday too, I want to see how New York moves today to get maybe an idea of how it could move later on in the week. Last week, this happened last week, all last week. So I mean, it might look like a buy right now, but like if you look at this session here, it was looking like a buy, and then it dumped. Might look like a buy on this candle here, and then it dumped one more time. Even up there, look at the top up there, green candle, and then it dumped. So like my plan is just stay patient until I see like something I want to get into. I don't really see anything I want to get into right now at the moment. I'd rather let price drop. That's where some of these better buy setups come. Better entries, better timing. Makes sense too. So yeah, if anything, wait. See how the first couple hours. That's what I was thinking earlier. First New York session of the week. Monday, we got a lot of days ahead of us. How does markets move in New York day. Like, the only way I would stay bullish here is if this 4 hour just consolidates up here, doesn't move, like it just stays, and the next one stays up here and flips up. But how this 4 hour is looking is like this could drop, right? So if that drop comes in, that's when you maybe start waiting for those buys, like just patiently. Look, we got a lot of, it's just like kind of a lot of chopping here, you know? And price is doing like a mini break and retest right now. Like I want to look for buys, but I'm waiting for New York. I told you guys. That's why, like, day trading, like, you don't have to surrender to every session. Like, you don't have to feel like you have to trade every session, every moment. Like, look, like, there's always going to be setups. Like, London session, there was this entry. Even before that, like, yesterday was talking about Tokyo session. There's always going to be setups, yo. Like, you don't have to force every minute, every 20, like, every minute doesn't have to be like, what's going on, figure it out. Like, if there's a good setup in front of you, you'll know. Like, right now, there's not really a good setup to me. 4 hour looks interesting. What's the dollar doing? The dollar's just, dollar's been pretty crazy too. Like, look at this. It broke. Did it break out? Maybe. Yeah, dollar's been pretty crazy up here too. Depends if this defends, like if this is resistance coming in. If this is resistance coming in, then we're obviously looking for like buys on gold to hold. But look, it could be like something that ends up flipping back up with this like break and retest because it made a higher high. Right now it's Monday, early in the week. Like, I already found 2 trades so far that I've looked at. Gonna be waiting for the third one maybe today. And we'll see. Maybe buys. It's only 8 o'clock, so it's still like pretty like what I was looking at earlier. Like, not much has changed from what I was looking at earlier, and it's like, okay, it's either that still sticks. If you're on the session earlier, I was going over this. Like this area here, this support. So there was a buy here on gold earlier tonight. This one, I called it out. And again, mind you, that's a 300 to 400 pip move. Like, some of this entry's up like 400 pips. These are up 350 pips, right? Might not look like much, but the way, like, if you're good at getting entries in these, in just reactions, you'll get pips right now. Like, you could get hundreds of pips, even if it doesn't look like much on the chart right now. Like, look, like this was the setup we were looking at earlier. There's a support area right here, guys. Right, you can see right here there's support with these red candles. Why is that support? Well, they're red candles, and immediately after you get this big green candle. So technically support was created here. There was sells that turned into a supply here, and then it went into demand. So like this was a support here. Market's been holding that area kind of for like a bit. That's where we caught the buy when that thing pumped up. You saw there. That move up, that right there, that pump up was this. You get those moves, that's it. Like, that could be your trades. Right now, you don't need so much expansion in the market because, like, you get enough of a reaction. It could be 300, 350 pips. Like this trade right here that I called out that hit full take profit. This trade hit full take profit earlier tonight. if you're inside the inner circle, I called this out during London session, going into London session, gold buy. That hit full take profit. 300 pips. I had some different entries that got me to like 350 to 400 pips on some, like most of them like 350-ish, 330, 350, yeah. And that's what I mean, like that move, that was that move. And like the market hasn't changed too much from like how I was looking at it in that view. It just looks kind of choppy right now, like not the cleanest candles in here. You can see like all this going on here. So I gotta wait till like 9:30, like when the stock market opens, and see where we're at. Like 8. Well, first you can obviously see like where the market's at, 8:30, 9. But I'm just gonna wait till like 9:30, see where we are, kind of around when the stock market opens for today. Like it's Monday, guys, and you gotta remember, like I've already sent 2 signals at prominent areas. Like I wanna show you guys where I was calling out the buys: 5,035, 5,025 area. So it's like, for the day, like, could I have got a better buy, really? I was looking for buys at 5,035, 5,025 area. So the first trade, like, it's Monday New York session. And just, I want you guys to understand where I'm at, too. Because some of you guys might just be getting on the charts for the first time. All right. I'm going to look for a trade today, but I want to look for a good trade. Like, there's a difference between, like, I could send, like, a trade right now that, like, I could have sent, like, a buy already. And we'd be up, like, yeah, like, we could catch that easy 50 pips. But I know you guys don't want that. Like, you guys aren't prepared for a trade to go 50 to 100 pips in profit and then maybe a lose. Like, I'm not trying to catch those trades. Like, those are always there. Scalping. Like, if I wanted to, like, we could have probably caught a buy on this candle. We would have maybe got up 100 pips. And it's like, that might, we're taking that trade so early on, we risk maybe catching the trade that we try to catch like 200, 300 pips on. Like, there's signals that I want to send, but I'm like, it's not worth sending, because it's like, if I want to, like, if I want that easy, quick reaction that I know is going to bounce 100 pips. But it's like, it's not, to me, it's not like the best signal right now. So I'd rather wait a bit. For example, like, if I'm looking at where I took my buys already today, like I was buying here in the wick. Oh, the 1 hour just closed. The 1 hour just closed bullish. We're getting some inch. Like, it's kind of slow, right? Right now, like, obviously there's pips, but like the candles look slow. So New York, I'm just using my fine sense, because look at last week, and like, remember February. February did this a lot too in New York session, but in different ways. A lot of liquidity grabs in February. So I'm looking at, like, this is where I was looking for first buys. I was live streaming too with you guys, talking about it. All right, like, we were live streaming. So it's like, so far, like, that's like, I think for the day, like, probably one of the best buys we might have been able to get for the day. And then, like, obviously the second buy was here. So I was looking for buys here and then buys here. Right now, I don't know. I'm not feeling it as much right now. 2 hour. It looks like it's just consolidating up here. Kind of. $30-minute just closed bullish. Yeah, there is a rejection candle on the 30-minute. It's like that. That's what I mean. That could have been like, that's the easy trade to catch, quick, boom, 50 pips, 100 pips, whatever. It's like, this still has time. Like, New York's loading, and it's like, I know New York, yo. I talk like this. This is my instincts talking. You know, like defense. It's like defense talking. Like, I know that New York session. Dollar. I'll be like strong on buys too if dollar stays bearish. Michael Saylor, MicroStrategy purchased 17,000 Bitcoin. Damn. Was Bitcoin doing anything right now? Michael Saylor just purchased just now. Probably not just now, but probably like in the last day or last bit. Could have been this. He could have purchased it here and announced it now, or he could have purchased it here and announced it. Or 17,000 Bitcoin. Michael Saylor, 1 point something billion. Michael Saylor strategy. Yep. 17,000 Bitcoin, almost 18,000. Holy. I just saw that right now. Well, that's insane. 18,000 Bitcoin. Almost purchased. Imagine that. Well, there you have it. That's crazy. Yeah, he's always going to accumulate. That guy buys every Monday. I don't know if you guys have noticed. Michael Saylor strategy. That guy's buying every, every Monday, every week. He's accumulating. He's already made it clear like what he's going to do, what his objective is. Gold. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, it is pumping, I know. So if it didn't get to 75 there either, like maybe like 5,075 in terms of strategy. For those of you guys that know my strategy, wasn't so much there almost. The 30-minute rejected, like how you could have gotten that, like how you could have gotten a trade like you see gold. Like if you guys are looking at the moves I'm catching, they're moves like we see just happen right in front of us with candlesticks like this, right? And yeah, like if you're quick enough when you get that type of confirmation, boom, you can catch a quick trade that literally goes 100 pips in profit. These types of entries come a lot, and who knows, like maybe that would stick. It could. If this candle goes up, it could keep going, right? But that's like just one thing about collecting entries with candlesticks, like spotting rejection quick enough, or just being patient enough, not even quick enough, being patient enough for it to come in, right? You have to be patient to sort of like wait for it. Oh snap. Oh. Yo, Michael Saylor, big buys. But yeah, like it could be one candle, we saw right in front of us right now. Missed it, but one candle right there that literally gives you a rejection. That could be your indication to enter, and the next candle can go up. I've talked about this a lot. But yeah, like I did analysis already today, and it's still like there's not a different setup that I see right now. I don't see a new setup. Like market, if anyone was on earlier, you might remember I was talking about this. If you were on earlier today, I was talking about this area. That's why I sent that signal. Yeah, like look, it's still holding that area. I don't see a different setup to look at right now. Like a new setup, a different, like, okay. What's important is this low, right? If we try to come back and test the low, that's important. Like we could try to come back and test the low. What else? Like $5,000 is a key level. Like $5,000, we're staying above that. $5,000 is definitely like a key level. I'm not looking for the drop, but like if we drop into the low, that could be something to watch. Like any big drops on gold like this, right, could pretty much just like lead into a setup, right? Could turn into a setup. I just saw that. That's crazy. 17,000 Bitcoin. Not seeing much at the moment. I am waiting for a signal. I've sent a few. Remember, I've sent 2 trades already today. I'm going to send another one if I see a good one. right? Because if I see a setup, I'm gonna go for it. If I see a possibility to enter, right? So I'm gonna possibly send one last trade today if you're in the inner circle. I'm gonna wait for it. I don't see one right now. I was hoping maybe there would be. Like, we obviously could have gotten buys there, but off that candle, you can see. And if we wanted to scalp, it real quick like that, like get out already, we could have been done. Yeah, like if we went with that, but I'm gonna wait. If you're in the inner circle, I'm probably gonna send another signal today. I've already sent 3. This will be the 3rd one, right? Like I was live streaming both times. That's the crazy thing. Like I live streamed when both signals were pretty much active. I was live streaming when we were looking for buys down here. And then again, I was live streaming with those buys. Don't see anything right now. That too, literally, like I tell you guys, these signals like this I called out while I was live streaming. Like I wrote this while I was on the stream. And then this was a little bit before I got on the stream. Right now, nah, there's not a buy. Like if anything, we could add an entry there. You don't want to chase green candles. Dude, let's see what's here. Is it gonna consolidate? The 4 hour just flipped. The 4 hour does not look bearish anymore. Would you look at that? That 4 hour doesn't look bearish anymore, but it still has time on it. It's if this 4 hour closes bearish, it could drop on the next one. But if it consolidates here, then it's like price could try to shift up. I'm not seeing like a setup right now though. So yeah, if anything, if you're in the inner circle, I'm gonna be looking for another signal to send in New York session. And win or lose, whatever that signal does, that'll be the last one for the day. However it goes, that'll be the last signal I send today. And tomorrow, I'm gonna do the same thing. So if I see any setups, I'll send a signal based on that setup. All right. If I see any setups, we just missed one. Bugger. It's all good. You're not going to catch every entry, but if you can recognize them, that was a good thing. Stay trained, stay developed with your strategy. Stay on top of things. Like there's always ways to catch moves. Like we could have obviously like I explained already. We could have caught a buy off of these candles. Rejection. Nothing crazy. Nothing complicated, right? It'd be interesting to see if it wipes the low. Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it depends on how active you are as a trader. I think someone said something about active traders. Yeah, I mean, like you might be a bit more conservative. Like some of you guys are looking at these like some of these like trading influencers out there that have millions of dollars in their account that take a swing trade and hold it. A lot of you guys can't do that. A lot of you guys can't put a swing trade and just set a trade and be down in a drawdown and be like, oh, I'm down 20%. It doesn't matter, right? That 20% based on your account balance is valuable to you. Like if you have a $2-3 million trading account and you're down 100K, you might not be like you're down 100K. You might be okay still. Like realistically, like so like swing trading. If you're swing trading with like small accounts, like your execution has to be really well. Right, because you can't just click a buy and sell like you see a lot of these guys doing with big fat accounts, right? That can handle crazy freaking drawdowns, right? If you're trying to swing trade, right? One, that's time holding the trades. You're gonna have to hold that good trade, that good entry for time, or you're gonna have to hold a drawdown for time. In the time that you're in a drawdown on your swing trade, I might find 2 different entries I could have got in that could lead to a swing trade, right? Like let's say in that time you're looking for the swing trade or you're in the swing trade, because someone sent me a trade of some like a buy someone was in here yesterday, and I was like, okay, so they're fine. Like they have a big account, whether it's real or not. They could hold a freaking drawdown forever. Or whatever, or until it hits a stop loss. It's like if you have small accounts and you're trying to swing trade things in these conditions with this volatility, like it might not be as easy as it seems. That's where it's like, for me, I could find 2 different entries in a day. Like one entry here that, or an entry here that could potentially lead to a swing trade, or a trade that ends up looking like a swing trade. Like I mean, this was up. This was one of these entries up 400 pips. I don't know how many pips you guys are trying to catch, but my concepts work to catch pips. They give you entries before that reaction happens. Like, I get in moves. A lot of the moves I'm getting in happen, like, I'm setting up before that reaction, right? Before, like, maybe something like this. This is, I like this, for example, like this. Something like this. Like, my strategies, concepts, and things that I teach, mindset, a lot of it's mindset, what you think, get you in before that move happens, right? Nah, I'm not chasing price right now because, again, market's volatile. You want to wait for, like, dips. I'm not seeing a setup right now. I'm just seeing the same thing I saw earlier, right? Like this. Like, just seeing, like, that area I was looking at earlier tonight. Yeah, nothing right now for me. If you're in the inner circle, let's see, what time is it? 8:13. Yeah, if you guys are inside the inner circle, like, I'll probably send a signal later today. I'm just gonna wait and see what New York does. Pretty much, I'm not seeing anything right now. Literally could have caught a hot. Like, we could, like, just show you how easy it is. Like, at times, like, a setup could be anywhere. Like, that's why when someone asks, like, what's the best time to trade? Not really a best time, because it's like, look, like, I could say 8:30 is the best time to trade. But it's like, there could be simple setups, like entries that you could catch that aren't at the exact hour, right? It's like simple stuff like that. Like, that's how easy it is to catch a trade. Like, rejection candlestick, enter. At times, like, the more you see it, the more you're going to see it. But rejection candlestick, next candle goes up. I mean, if you study gold, you watch gold throughout the days of the week, you will see a lot of moves like that. I've proved it. I proved it last week, right? Like, it literally looks like this, right? I proved it last week too, with, like, even all the stuff that happened afterwards. Like, all the entries I had last week were using the same concepts. Like, every entry. Like, I had these entries, right? Rejection candlesticks. There was a huge purchase of Bitcoin, like, today. Just announced Michael Saylor's strategy. Almost purchased 18,000 Bitcoin from the looks of it. 17,900 some odd Bitcoin. Did you even think you could buy that much Bitcoin? Like, damn, 17,900. I'm here for it. That's crazy. Crazy number. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It's on double top, bro. You smash last trade. Last call was epic, yeah. Active trades and exploring. What, man? The heck is this, man? Get out of here, huh? Get out of here. Get out of here. Nice try, Diddy. That's Diddy, man. We don't want that baby oil. Bro, we don't want that baby oil. Get that baby oil out of here. Get that baby oil out of here, man. Get that baby oil out of here. We don't want that baby oil, yo. No. None of that shit. We gotta wait for the next dump down, I think. Maybe. Wait for the next dump, potentially. Dollars, I wouldn't say like bearish, but platinum and silver are pushing up. Look at platinum. Oh, wow. They all look at platinum, same rejection right here. And silver too. Look at silver. Rejection right here. They all had rejection. Gold. Rejection. We missed a trade there, not gonna lie. Wait for next rejection. You gotta wait. It's just waiting game. Could turn into sells too. Yeah, like, does the 4 hour flip? Obviously, someone asked. Like, yeah, the 4 hour could flip. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna stay patient today. If you're inside the inner circle, there might be a third trade loading for today. Like I've sent, since market opened 2 trades already. There could be another one loading. Just gonna stay patient. Not seeing anything right now, but this is how it is being a trader. Just showing up, looking at different times, and seeing what the market has. Not chasing everything. Like, yeah, like I could sit here and be like, this is probably gonna go up, push up, do this, but it's not about always chasing everything. I gotta wait a bit. Dollar, $2. I've been seeing dollars price going down. DXY. If this, like, I want to watch what the DXY does too. I'm trying to figure out DXY right now. Like, you have this high here. Like, still trying to figure out, like, does DXY want to reject here, or is it trying to break out up and flip back up? See how it's pulling back? Like, see how it's pulling back and it just made this high? We have this low. So it's like, I'm trying to see, does dollar want to flip up, right? Or are we going to get more rejection on the dollar? That's important. Trying to see that, like, how that forms, how that develops. Because, like, if dollar looks like it's going to reject more, then it's like gold's going to go up. But if dollar flips up, if dollar really flips up, then gold sells could come in first. Right now, nothing clear right now, so I'm going to chill. Like, when nothing's clear, I just chill. I walk away from the charts for a bit and then come back and try to see how the charts look. Like, I don't just try to glue myself to every candle movement. Like, if I don't see anything, if nothing's too clear, like, because it doesn't take too long to always see something that's clear on the chart. For example, like, let's just say something like this, for example. Yeah, like, where is it? Like, for example, like something like this, very clear, right? If it was something like that, I'd be jumping on right now, being like, oh, we got this, you know, let's see if this rejects in this area. I don't have those confluences right now for me. So I'm going to wait, guys. I'm going to stay patient. I'm probably going to wrap it up here for now. I think I'm going to jump back on in a little bit, though. Once I see a setup, or if I see a setup. But I'm not seeing anything right now. 5,100. We're just kind of chilling at 5,100. A little bit below it, actually. Choppy in here. 4 hour. Yeah, I'm not liking the way it's looking. Like, it's not that I'm not liking the way it's looking. I just don't see a good entry right now. Could have had one there. That would have been a good entry. Like, I wasn't expecting that to react how it did. That would have been a good entry there. Mm, 5 minute. Look at this. This thing's holding. 5102. Yeah, it's only 8:20. Like 9:30's open. Like we still like in the next hour there'll probably be a setup. Like if this pushes up, I'll probably end up looking for like a pullback entry. So I'm just gonna watch it. There's probably gonna be a setup in the next hour. If I saw one right now, I'd call it out. I would have went over it. Like we could have had an entry there, like I said. So gotta wait. I already called out 2 moves so far on gold, but I'm gonna wrap it up for the morning. Just want to do a quick session and see if there's anything to look at. I'll be live in New York session throughout the week this week. We'll do longer sessions. This is just the first New York session of the week. We're gonna do longer sessions. But I'm going to be live multiple times a day all throughout the week. So make sure you guys tap in. Like if you see I streamed 1 hour ago. Well, finished the stream 1 hour ago. We streamed a couple hours ago. Streamed it 11 hours ago. 1 day ago. So I'm going to be streaming every day. Make sure you guys tap in because one session doesn't dictate like, there's no setups. There's going to be setups throughout the week. I already found 2 before this session. Let's see. Like, I'm definitely going to be watching this. We just broke above 5,100 from the looks of it. Well, trying to break above 5,100. Haven't broke yet. Is gold trying to go? Monday bullish. Might not be. It doesn't have to be bearish. What if we get bullish this week? You never know. Like, there's weeks where it does the opposite of this too. There's weeks where it goes up. Like, it doesn't always go down like this. So, like, if you study 2025 and even 2026, there's a lot of mornings where it goes up. What's going on here? 4 hour, 3, 2. Yeah, is it trying to break out up? It might be trying to. Looking like it might be trying to break out up. Right now I'm thinking like pullback or go up higher and make the same pullback. Otherwise, don't really see another setup right now. But if you're in the inner circle, guys, probably in the next hour I'll send something out if I see something. I'll jump back on later though. We're gonna do some training later today, go over some information. I just want to do a quick stream this morning. That's all I see right now. That's all I'm really thinking right now. That's all I see at the moment. I'm out though. Like I said, if you're in the inner circle, signal will be loading probably this morning, but we got a whole week ahead of us, guys. Like I already said, like I jumped on, like you guys see, like first one, second, so there's already been 2 signals, 2 things I looked at. If you missed the streams, I talked about all this stuff on the streams too. But yeah, if you're inside my inner circle, stay in the chat, or I mean, you'll see the notification. It'll pop up if there's a signal. We might have to wait like an hour, a little bit after New York session opens, like the stock market. New York session's opening right now, like Forex hours, right? New York session technically, yes, is opening right now. But in 1 hour from now, stock market opens. That's really, really important. That's also where volume comes into the market. This is all I see right now. I think this is like the only chart analysis to do right now for me. And if I see another setup in the next 2-3 hours, I'll jump back on if I see another setup later. But I gotta go. Like I'm not gonna be on my laptop. I gotta go. So I'm gonna be kind of on the go. I got some stuff to do. And let's see. I mean, patience is key. Maybe getting a little bit above that 5,100 for pullbacks. We could have entered down there. Maybe we could break up more, like shift up more to get that pullback, right? That's all I see right now. But yeah, like I said, guys, I gotta go. It's just a quick session today, but most of the sessions we do later on in the week are gonna be longer for this time. But I'll be on later. I'll let you guys know in Discord and Telegram when I jump back on. All I see really right now at the moment for gold. But I'm out. I got to wrap it up. I'll see everybody next stream. Maybe pullback entry. Maybe. I want to see how much, like, if this goes up more and it's like it shifts up, so it's like pullback would be good in that case. Be like more of a shift up in price. Like not much has changed since when I was looking at this thing at like 3 in the morning. Like when this candle dropped, I was like, all right. When it came into this area, like it's still not much has really changed for me, like on how it looks. I don't see a new setup or another setup. I'm out though, guys. Tune in later or throughout the day. I'm going to be streaming multiple times today. I'll be back in a few hours. But I gotta hit the road here. That's it for me. I'll see everybody next stream. Peace.